really grateful to be here and work with the team to deliver some good content to all those external candidates out there, whether they're CCNA, CCNP, CCIEs, or just folks that are trying to gain some kind of technical mastery over networking, features and technologies and so on and so forth. So I mentor others through the CCIE certification process mostly, right? But if you think through, what a CCIE certification blueprint looks like, a lot of the stuff that's being covered is foundation. And the foundation is what is intended to be learned within the CCNA and CCNP and so on and so forth. So, as I'm working through the various technologies and protocols with those candidates, we're starting from the beginning in a lot of ways, right? Not necessarily with respect to IP addressing and subnet masking and that, although if it's necessary, we'll work through those details. What we're really doing is covering the fundamentals of the routing protocols, and then we get into the more advanced capabilities. So when I run a session, I want it to be fun. I want it to be dynamic. I'm not there to lecture. I mean, we're all studying. There's such great content out there. There's so many great producers of content, developers of content, I should say, and great videos and books and labs and all kinds of stuff. But what I want to ensure is I'm working with candidates that they are not just understanding what to do, but why they would do it, when they would do it, where it's applicable, and then just give them some best practices tips. Session format that I use is all about command line. I use very little PowerPoint. It's more about discussion than about me spending the entire time talking, although I do like to talk. But it's really about a conversation, right? So there's a participant panel, and there's the option to be able to put the check, put the X, raise the hand, and do those kinds of things. And so that's the tool that we'll be using. And there will be a lot of back and forth dialogue. I'm going to ask people their opinion. I'm going to ask them to perform things after we maybe covered it. Maybe I've done it once, and then I ask someone else, how do we configure the other router? Maybe they just saw it. So it's all about paying attention and participating. Come ready to have some fun, ready to learn some things, and ready to teach some things. And by participating and offering insight, or it's not about looking good. It's just about we're all here to learn something. And we'll figure it out together, right? And there's the saying in Chinese. They say, there are different levels, maybe in a classroom, like fingers on a hand. They're all different levels. So I'm sure we'll get different levels within the sessions, and that's fine. We're going to work through things, and if it's hard for people to keep up, we'll be recording things. We'll try not to leave anybody too behind. But if you do find, as a candidate, that you're falling behind or you're not quite understanding, well, there are forums that we can leverage after the conversations, the sessions, and then we can, just ensure that people are truly learning, right? Thank you so much for the opportunity, Brett. I'm really looking forward to the 27th, and I'm excited to work with everyone.